Hi, welcome to the good stuff we've been doing. Today we have a very nice problem. This is the B part of the previous problem we did. 2008 WAEC mathematics. The theory part. Obviously, I should have written that down. Sorry for that. So let's see. Let's look at what the problem says. It says that a man on the same level ground with a tree. Because the problem is much, I'll try to represent each line in a figure. So here it talks about us having a man standing here, and this man is on the same level ground as a particular tree, with a particular tree. So this is the tree, and then and it stands at a distance of 12.82 meters away from the foot of the tree. So he stands at a distance of 12.82 meters away from the foot of the tree. He observed the angle of elevation of the top, angle of elevation of the top of the tree as 52 degrees. Well, if you are standing and you are observing a very high place, this angle you are looking at it, the angle, the straight line here, your eye form with the straight line here, this is angle of elevation. On the other hand, when you are probably on the top and then you are looking down to something, this angle you make here, or it may be this one the down here to this, but this is angle of depression. So this is the depression and this is the elevation, angle of elevation, and this is the angle of a depression. If you are feeling lost in the trigonometry department, I suggest you just check through your textbook for this concept. All that is needed here is just what is angle of elevation and what is angle of depression. But the word elevation should just tell you it's about angle you form when you are looking up to something. When you're looking up to something. And then depression is one you form when you are looking down. Okay? So we having said that, let's go back to our problem here. It says that he observed the angle of elevation of the top of a tree as 52 degrees. So this man look at this tree here, and then while looking at the tree, let me write that in green. So while looking at the tree, the angle of elevation, the angle here, sorry about that, was said, the angle here was said to be equals to this angle here is 52 degrees. And the last information we are giving here is that if the man is 1.24 meters tall, so the distance here of the man is 1.24 meters. We should calculate correct to two decimal places the height of the tree. This height of the tree here, which we don't know yet, but we may donate as our x. So this is a rough sketch of the problem, and with this rough sketch, at least we can be able to draw a respectable sketch of it. First of all, we will see that we will have a mini triangle up here, like this, and then what happens is that below that, at the bottom part of that triangle, we have some shape of rectangle this way. No, not really that one. This is too rough. Let's see this. So this is how it will be. I think I'm getting it. Okay, yeah. Let's see. We have gotten at least a pretty nice shape of what we need. Let me take off this our helpful sketch in here. But first, I will label the point. So once I take out X, we see that the whole of here is X. So we have X. We label this point A and this point B. So the whole of AB, the distance from A to B is equal to X. And then we have here 52 degrees. So here we just write 52 degrees. Okay. And then the man's distance is 1.24. 1.24. Not really that clear. So let's see. Let me see. Let me even take off some parts. So we have the man's distance as 1.24. 1.24 meters. This distance on the floor here is 12.82. 12.82 meters. And that is all we are given in the problem. And our task is to find X. Our task is to find X. So without wasting our time, let's head straight to the question. But first, I have to take care of this sketch. It's always good to draw a sketch when you're given problems like this, because they usually help you understanding how to go about the problem, how to represent the main figure. So don't worry if your initial sketch looks slightly dumb. There's nothing dumb there actually, because it's all a learning process. So now that we have at least acquired some good sketch of the figure, let's see what justice can be done to it. Let's bring our figure over here and then shoot less here is better. Then we will demarcate this here. We'll demarcate this here so that but with a different color. I noticed that is slightly not good. Okay, I think it is better this way now. Here I've labeled the point here C, D, and then you have our 1.24 here. Here's what we can do here. We have to notice that this particular rectangle here is not all that useful to us, because we just have that although we have the size of rectangle, but we're not finding area here. What is useful to us actually is the angle, and the angle is now outside our rectangle. So but that's not a problem really, because since it's a rectangle, since CB, and then let's call this point E here, this rectangle. So let's call this point E. Not too clear. Okay, E. So since we know that CB, BC, like BCA, CB, the same thing, is equal to DE. They are equal in magnitude. Then DE would then be represented as still 12.8. 12.8. I think he said 8.4 or something, the problem. Okay, 8.2. So it's 12.82 in the statement of the problem. So 8.2, 8.2. So then we will write here as 12.82 first. And then we notice that as here is 1.24, we and this full length here is what we know as our x. We need to find the value of this length here in terms of x, because our interest is in this triangle, this green triangle, simply because it is containing the main vital information, which is the angle of elevation. So we really need to know what this x is, and the way to go is to notice that this particular point AE plus the x, sorry, plus the BE is actually equals to x, the full x. But then AE is the green part. So AE plus BE is 1.24. So it's actually equal to x. So of course, this will tell us that AE is equal to x minus 1.24. Having found AE, we will now redraw our green triangle here. I hope this is it. Let's take the green triangle and bring a sketch of it here. So here, this is the triangle, and then here we say that here is 52 in black. Here is 52 in black, and then here is 12.82, and then here is x minus 1.24 according to what we are given. So let us see how we can find x, because the purpose is to find x, and we are going to see how we can do it with this our little triangle here. For this reason, we have to notice that we are given an angle. This side facing this angle is called our opposite. So this is the opposite in the, because this is the angle, so the side facing the angle is the opposite. The longest side in the triangle, this is the hypotenuse, and then the other side is the adjacent. So here we are given our opposite and our adjacent, and then an angle. This brings us to mind that tan is actually in need of us, tan theta, because we define the tangent tan theta to be equal to the ratio of the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So for that reason here, we will see that the tan of 52 degrees, the tan of 52 degrees is actually equal to opposite of a hypotenuse, which in this case here, we will see that tan 52 degrees is equals to x minus 1.24, all divided by 12.82. Now this is a matter of calculator now. All we have to do now is get tan 52 degrees, and then everything will be fine. But first of all, let us make our life easy. We have mercy on ourselves and multiply both sides by 12.82. So I'll bring this over here to get more space. So I'll have to multiply both sides by 12.82. So 12.82 times tan 52 degrees is equal to x minus 1.24. So this is the value for x. For this expression here, we'll move this 1.24 over here. We get x is then 1.24 plus 12.82 multiplying tan 52 degrees. The remaining thing is to calculate 1.24 plus the whole of this. So let's see what it will give us. Here I got 17.6 for 6 64885. 5. But since you say two places decimals, we'll just put this as approximately equals to 17.65. So this x is the height of the tree that is required of us to find. A very interesting trigonometry problem. Please, if you like my content, go through my channel. You see a lot of videos on math problems as well, and try to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching.